Hello, friends.
Welcome to the Take I'm So podcast with me, Iravna, and
The native son.
yes, so the Take I'm So podcast is a weekly reflection of life, everything in it and everything in between. So we as young adults, we come share our sentiments and our thoughts, what we have been through. I mean, we are not old. We are not old at all.
No, we're not
But
old.
we've been through a lot, right?
How old are you?
Eh? Relax for me. I'm not revealing my age here. So we are going to share our thoughts and our sentiments on all what we have been through as young adults. And if you can resonate with us, definitely you should subscribe to this channel and listen to us on all podcast platforms. Yeah.
Life is moving so fast.
Yeah.
Like Instagram reels. And then the minute you scroll, it just goes away.
Yeah.
So we want to take a minute or two or three. I mean, who cares? Just take the time that you need to.
Gino truly cares.
Take the time that you need to reflect on life,
Yeah.
your decisions, your actions, what went well, what didn't go well,
Yeah.
what didn't meet expectations, and then what you can do to make life better. I mean, to make life tolerable. Tolerable. So, yeah, if you are listening to us wherever you get your podcasts,
Yeah.
and if you are watching us on YouTube, that's takeamso_studios, we hope that by you hearing us share our thoughts and our sentiments, you find peace, laughter, motivation, entertainment, and above all, an increased awareness of who you are, what connects us, and then what we can do to make life happily ever after.
Exactly. And you can even find company as you listen to us because probably we will be saying what you are going through, what you are living. If is it correct English? What you are
We're
living.
not here to back grammar here.
Sure. So you can just find company as you listen to our podcast and watch us on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I think I mentioned happily ever after. There is no such thing as happily ever after.
Are you sure?
Yes, there isn't.
Are you sure?
No. Yes, I am. Because there is nothing like happily
This is
ever after.
debatable.
You watch too much Barbie movies. There is nothing like
I'm not into
just
Barbie.
survive. Just survive. Yeah, just survive.
Sure. So in this episode, we are going to give you the backstory of Take I'm So podcast, the journey.
The journey. So I'm going to give you the story. So the whole idea of Take I'm So started as a conversation over lunch with Arabna.
When we were doing our national service, when we had no money, when we were broke.
We started with a peswa. And look at where we are now. Guys, that's a lie. So we were having lunch, was it? Fufu?
Yeah. We went to eat
and then Arabna was like, guys, we should start a podcast. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's do it, without even thinking about it. But I know I made the right decision because I was eating.
You did, exactly. Guys, food gives you a lot of ideas.
A lot of energy.
A lot of ideas. When you're done eating, it gives you joy. I mean, even if you get broken hearts, come on. Food is your friend.
Whatever you're going through in life, please, eat first.
Exactly.
Take it from me. Eat first.
Thank you.
I read this meme and then it was like, I thought I was depressed until I ate. Guys, Sunday come. So you are never depressed. Whatever you're going through, just eat first and then you have energy. And then, I mean, satisfied people are happy people, right? So you need to eat first and then be satisfied. And then you think through whatever that you're going through.
Exactly. Back to the story.
So yeah, we went through a vigorous process of choosing a name for our podcast. And then it's funny how we finally arrived at Take I'm So.
We were having weird names.
Rabna was spiritualizing it. Guys, give me a minute. I want to show you some of the names that she was coming up with.
I remember when I had that idea, I went to sleep and one time I had a dream. We were at
Take
the
us
O2
away.
Arena, guys. O2 Arena. having a live show and we have thousands of people watching us. In the next 5 years or in the next 10 years, you see us.
Prophesy.
So I had that dream. I was like, guys, we need to do this. We need to do this.
And I
We can't
remember
sit on our
that
dream.
uncomfortable silence when we created a group and then no one was talking on the page again. Hey, where did all these dreams and then the Vigo pass?
I was like, guys, we are sitting on our dreams. So what
we
are
definitely
the names?
were.
So what were some of the names?
But
that
here we
had?
are. Some of the names were Come Along,
Yeah.
So Far to Go, Changes. I like that one.
Me too.
Stream in a Wasteland. Where the sad boys at? Where the black fans are? And the Mindfully Diverse.
That's from you.
Definitely me. Speak Up with Sewa and Friends.
Yes.
And then, this one, I love it so much. Count It All Joy.
Yeah.
I am working on a piece and then I think I've titled it Count It All Joy. So I think I got a little carried away and I was like, nah, we can use this.
Spoiler alert. He's a writer. He's a very good writer.
Come on, guys. She's lying. I'm just playing with my pen. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're going to give you a rendition of the poem.
Yeah, Take So.
Actually, the name we settled on, obviously, is Take So. And then it's a reference to a poem by Gladys Makesley Hayford. And we want to give you a rendition of the poem. So
but I remember the poem was we treated it when we were in third year.
Yeah, third year, African literature.
Yeah. I remember it so well. When
Dr. Enin taught us
that. When we had that poem and I was like, hey, which kind of words are these? Because it was looking humorous and
it looked like, you
know,
even in class, we all thought it was pidgin.
Yeah.
But then further research shows that it's not pidgin, it's actually Creole.
Creole language.
Did I say Creole?
He said Creole.
Forget I didn't say that. I said Creole.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
So the native sound is going to give us a rendition of the poem.
Drum rolls.
Okay.
Take So by Gladys Makesley Hayford. If God, no, I think I've been listening to Aja Monet
too
much. So I just want to sound like her because I like her.
But then be in your muse.
I'll be in mine.
Be in your muse. And
if
give it
God give you a bully or bamboo house or pan, or then stone and cement house where some gets.
Yeah.
If God give you life of leisure and conquer all you plan.
Yeah.
And turn and give you worry. No fret.
No fret too.
No fret. Take cancel. If God fill some house with Peking and he no gree, fill you your own.
No gree for anybody.
No gree. God,
you're in your music and you're doing this.
Okay, I'm going to take that stanza again.
Okay, sure.
If God fill some house with Peking and he no gree, fill you your own. Or he give you, don't he take the Peking back.
Yeah.
And guide you for roadway tranga. And put you for climb hill. And guide some other person, pan broad track. Take so. Charlie, take so.
Exactly. So that is the poem by
Gladys Makesley Hayford.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you the translation of the poem. So he will take it again, then I'll give you the translation.
So the first stanza, if God give you a bully or bamboo house or pan, or then stone and cement house where sun gets, if God give you life of leisure and conquer all you plan, if God turn and give you worry, no fret, take so.
Okay, so if God gives you probably a madhouse or when you go to the
brick house,
when you go to the village, you see those red mad houses. If God gives you that, or he gives you a mansion, So like two different things, like a comparative analysis. If at one particular point in life you have a rosy life, then at the other point in life you don't really have everything all together. Take them so. Then
If God fills some house with picking and it no grey fills you your own, or it give you, don't it take the picking back?
yeah. So if God gives a particular house or one particular person children, and probably you don't get any child, probably you are barren, you don't
Yeah.
have kids, you have to take it like
That's
that.
actually
So it's
sad.
literally like a a comparative analysis of like two people or two scenarios or two situations.
Yeah, two premises.
There may be a very rich man who has everything all together, and there is someone who is really suffering. So in all these things, whether you are going through the rosiness or you're going through the toughness, you have to take it like that. The last paragraphs where he was saying if he guides someone
On
a
a
very
difficult roadway changa.
roadway tranga, I mean say the road
Difficult,
no good.
strong.
The road you go ups and downs, you go through the valleys,
Uphill
and go
battle.
under the earth and come up stoner and fat. Take it like that because that is where you find yourself at that particular time. Who knows? Exactly. Ejumaneri. But who knows? As time goes on, you don't know what God has prepared for you.
Exactly.
So it's literally like the whole poem is talking about contentment, where you find yourself at a particular point in time. Take it as it is because you don't know what will happen in the future.
And then contentment in the sense that it is not saying, let's look at the definition of contentment.
Yeah.
I think it's being satisfied and then happy for whatever
what
you
have at that particular moment.
Yes, at that particular moment. So contentment that Gladys Makers Hayford is preaching in her poem doesn't mean you should accept things the way they are and then be stagnant with them.
Exactly.
It means you should fall in love with your process, your progress, your story, because you are the author of your story.
I like that. I really
so
like that.
You need to fall in love with yourself and then see how best you can improve your life. I mean, if God has given person A something and then you don't have, there is also definitely something that you have that person A doesn't have.
Exactly.
So you don't have to accuse God or throw a tantrum and then say, God doesn't love me. I mean, we're not trying to spiritualize this, but then
we should.
It's logic, right?
Because it's a matter of time.
Yes, it's a matter of time and season.
God's timing.
Exactly.
So if it's not your time, just be in your lane where you are and keep working because definitely your time will come. And if your time will come, if your time comes, the process that you had to go through will teach you a lot of things when you find yourself at the top.
Exactly.
Because I believe that the little things that I go through in life are showing me how I will be when I grow up, how I'll treat other people because I have been through that situation.
Yeah.
I have been broke before.
Yeah.
I have had no money before.
Broke.
So when I get to the point where I'm a sugar mommy, I am rich.
The rich auntie.
I would put myself in the shoes of other people that are down or other people that are, should I say my subordinates?
Upcoming.
Exactly. Because I have been there before. Exactly.
I think we often mistake contentment for I think
the word is not coming.
Yes, I have quite forgotten the word I want to use. But then what I'm trying to say is that accept things just the way they are. Sometimes you need to let things go. Certain things go. For instance, not everything is meant to stay, right? So once things happen, when life happens, let it happen, let it go. If somebody comes,
the boy has left you. You don't want the boy to go. And I can't do without you. I will die if you leave me.
Oh, that's so a kid because you can actually go on. I mean, there are people who are single. I'm looking at one though. No.
Is that Oscar?
I'm not looking at Oscar. I'm looking at you.
Who said I'm single? Am I?
Go. No, being dull. Eh?
Just as he said, my time will come where I'll find a man who love me and give me happily ever after.
It reminds me. I think this is a bit savage. I think I read it on Twitter. There was this lady that was, I think, she was misbehaving, and then one guy went at him very hard. He was like, "Who dey you three who's a cabbage? Who be your side ya boy, bro?" So I'm trying to say the same thing to you.
Oh my God.
Go out there, explore. The world is for you to take
The
on.
world is your oyster.
Yeah, and then I believe people have heard this that life starts at 30 or 40.
Oh, they say life starts at 40, actually.
That's not true, but because life starts when you want it to start.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you are 40 years and then you are not doing anything, life doesn't automatically start for you.
Yeah.
It's only when you put in the work, the effort, that is when you're going to see the result. So life can start for you at 10. It can start for you at 12, 15, 18, 20, 22. Wherever you are, life can start for you. So that brings us to our niche. Who is our podcast for?
Okay.
Our podcast is for every young adult out there. If you're out there and then you know right from wrong, that means this podcast is for you. You need to stay with us so that we navigate the waters of life together,
Yeah.
because going alone, you go very fast. But then if you are going with a lot of people in groups, the road or the walk is worth it, because you lean on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's
Lean
how
on me when you're not strong.
lean on
I'll
me.
be your friend.
I'll be your
Okay,
friend.
sure. So yeah, that's all about the Take I'm So podcast. I think earlier you were saying that young adults start at 10. I was like, 10. At the age of 10, who knows right from wrong?
Oh,
But
no, they do.
We know kids that
They
are at
do.
the age of 10, they are doing mama and da. Stop. You are young. Don't do that, okay?
There is
Yeah.
nothing new under the sun, Oscar said.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because the generation coming, the same way there is a break in communication between our generation and then the older generation,
Yes.
there is also going to be a break in communication, because let's take this scenario. Let's say you've been to junior high school, you're done with junior high school, right? And then you are passing by one time after coming back for vacation from senior high school. And then you see kids playing around, and then it gives you nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh, things are not the way they used to be. That's what my grandma used to say. Because things are changing. Technology is taking on the world, and then it's not like how their time it used to be. So that's the same way it's going to be with the new generation that is coming, the new people that are growing up. So I think one thing we can do is to find balance between our perspective, how we see the world, and then how they also see the world.
Exactly.
We should allow them to explore the world. You don't have to strictly
push
guide,
your ideas
yes,
or
strictly
your way
guide
of life
them
on that
onto
particular
them.
person, because your
Parents
generation
or
is
let's say guardians, you are supposed to guide the children to navigate their lives. So yeah, I think
so that brings us to
everybody is a young adult, and then 10 is a young adult.
Sure. So once you're a young adult, even if you're old and the stories we share or the interviews we have resonates with you, come on. You can listen to us on all podcast platforms.
Wherever you get your podcast.
Yes, you can like, comment, subscribe on YouTube at @TakeAmSo_studios. And you can follow us on all social media platforms, on Twitter, now X.
Yeah.
Formerly Twitter. On TikTok, on Instagram, and that's it, right?
Yeah, on TikTok, Instagram, at @TakeAmSo_pod.
Yes.
So you give us a follow, and then we're going to have amazing conversations both on our feeds and then on our stories as well. So engage with us, and then we're going to give you, I think, a good time.
So this is the content we promise to have give you back-to-back content. So
Exactly.
stick and stay, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification so that whenever we post something, you'll be able to see.
You don't want to
and
miss out the
you would
excitement.
watch it. So this is where we end today's podcast.
Yeah, but then I'd like to commend our audience for being here
Yeah,
because there are so many places
you could be.
you could be,
Thank you.
but then you are here, you stay to the end, and then you're going to stay,
Yeah.
hopefully. So we want to say thank you, and then wherever you're doing this week, wherever you're trying to wrap your head around, we hope that you have a good one. Keep up with the work that you're doing. God will work you out.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Yes, I just did it in sign language. So if you want to see, come to YouTube and come and see. Bye, guys.
Bye.